Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back on Inter Worldwide. It is a pleasure to be here with you guys today. Forgive the really bad timing, but it was a good time to get home from work. I've got a little bit on this afternoon, and I figured let's just get this out of the way nice and quickly. Make sure that if you are coming through, you're letting me know. If you do come through at this ungodly hour around the world for everybody else except for me. I am excited to do this one today, because I think that despite it being very early, we're still in a position where we're allowed to at least comment on our summer signings so far. So that's pretty much what I want this video to be about today. Just us focusing on our summer signings and talking a little bit about why I've given them the rating that they have. Some of them might be a little bit generous. A couple might be too low for some people as well. But I'm all here for you arguing about it. Make sure you do argue me about it. So without further ado, I don't want to be here all night. I want to get this out of the way nice and quick. I've made a little bit of a slideshow. It only took me about 10 minutes, and it should pretty much cover everything we need to know. So let's turn these comments off here. The first one off the rank for us this season is obviously Yann Bonny. Yann Bonny. What a start he has made to time at Inter. 6 appearances already, 2 goals and 3 assists in Serie A. He's also got 27 minutes in the Champions League, a total of 8 appearances, 158 minutes altogether. What is the most impressive of those stats would have to simply be the 29% goal participation percentage that he is stacking up right now. It's a very good percentage for the number 14. Not cheap, obviously. We didn't get him for a cheap fee. He came in for 23 million euros from Parma, which is what he's still valued at now. His value will go up very soon, obviously, this season. And we're very much looking forward to seeing how he develops at this club. We're very much looking forward to seeing how he develops at this club. He's already showing that he's got a lot of flair, a lot of pace, and the ability to come in and really play a similar style of football as Marcus Thuram. So, you know, the French/Ivory Coast rep, he's already earned his flowers with the Inter fans, because we were crying out for a replacement. We were crying out for someone who could come off the bench for Marcus Thuram that wasn't as shit as a Mehdi Taremi or a Joaquin Correa or a Marco Arnautovic. And here he is right here. Here's the guy right here. It's Yann Bonny. It's Yann Bonny. He joined us in July this year for a 5-year deal. And I'm looking forward to the day where he makes his national team debut. to be honest, for France. He's played for the French under 19s, under 20s, and under 21s as late as November last year. So I'm very much looking forward to the day that Bonny can somehow, some way integrate himself into that French national team. It will not be easy with the high caliber players that they have on that French side. But anyway, we'll see. This new arrival, I'd say for his games this season against, well, he was obviously very good in the game against Cremonese. He played 24 minutes against Slavia Praha. That's all I remember in the Champions League. He was quite good in Torino. He came off the bench and scored a goal against Torino. But he played the 61 minutes against Cremonese, which was his first start for us in October this year. That's pretty much just passed. And a goal and 3 assists, obviously, there staking his name. He only played small minutes against the likes of Udinese and Cagliari. He got a few minutes against Juve as well, but we just need the guy to explode a little bit more. As of today, we're just working with the data that we have, and we're just working with the information that we've got. So far, for what we've seen so far from Bonny this season, I'm happy to give the guy an 8.5 out of 10, an 8.5 out of 10. I should have used a better font color than orange. What the hell was I thinking? It looked a lot better when I was making it. So Bonny gets an 8.5 from me. And I don't think that that's too high. Because every time he's been asked to start, every time he's been asked to play, he has performed really, really, really well. And yes, Nick Knox is correct. At this point, we will take anything over Arna and Correa. So we should be happy with Bonny and Pio. My rating for Bonny is an 8.5. Drop in the comments what you would give him below. Hold your comments till the end if you feel like giving a little bit of a summary at the end, because there are 6 players that we will cover today. Nick Knox, if you're watching, I know my microphone isn't available. I've left it somewhere. Is the sound still okay? It's probably not as crisp or as clear as the other microphone, but I'm still using a different microphone. So please tell me if you can still hear me properly, Mr. Knox. 8.5. Again, if it's too high or too low, let me know. Luis Enrique comes off the cab ranks next. A player with pace, a player with a lot of flair, and a player at the end of the day who's not confident to do his thing. I think it was the game against, and I can't be too sure of it. I think it was the game against Sassuolo that I was watching, or maybe against Slavia. Which game was it? Which game was it where Luis Enrique played really, really well? Because he came off the bench and he dribbled. Great, thanks, Nix. He dribbled fine. He distributed fine. But more importantly, when he was close to problematic areas in the box, he'd start like he's made a couple of techie plays, and I think he actually did a rainbow over someone's head. I can't even remember. It might have been Sassuolo. It has to have been Sassuolo. It has to have been Cagliari. I can't remember the game that Luis Enrique played really well off the bench, but so far he didn't have appearances against Udinese or Juve. I remember that. He played only a few minutes in our win over Torino. 25 minutes against Sassuolo, about 72 minutes against Cagliari, and 37 minutes against Cremonese. He hasn't played in the Champions League yet, and for that, we can't give him a high rating. Now, he hasn't really been bad, but he hasn't really been good, has he? And even right now, I'm starting to think a little bit about my rating for Luis Enrique. Maybe it was half a point too high. But I'll wait for you guys. Yeah, he didn't play versus Slavia. You're right. I'll wait for you guys to comment below, what you guys think is a fair rating for him up on this point, because 4 appearances so far, no goal involvements, obviously. 26% of the minutes played so far, which isn't too bad for a new signing. It's not great, but it's not too good. It's not that bad either. 17% of the time in the starting lineup. We don't expect him to be in the starting lineup ahead of Denzel Dumfries most of the time, so that's a negligible stat. Overall, he has played 292 minutes. The reason he has played a lot more than Bonny is because he played in the Club World Cup. You will notice that Bonny was not present in said tournament. Overall, despite not doing anything wrong, but despite not doing too much right, I've given him a flat 6. Because once again, he's coming on and doing more from an attacking perspective and from a dribbling perspective than a Matteo Darmian would at right wing back. He looks better than Valentino Lazzaro, than Dalbert, than Cristiano Biraghi, than Christian Ansaldi. He looks better than those players. So I'm not going to say that he's a flop or anything near that yet, because he hasn't had any dummy-ass moments. He hasn't had any bozo moments that have led me to believe that this guy is a tank. So I'm going to go, and I was talking about a bad tank, not a tank. So I think we're going to go with a 6. And I think it's fair. Nick Knox thinks it's fair as well. So you can be my echo today, man. And big up to you as well. Big up to the 21 people that we've got right now, although I realize that it's spread over all platforms and that not too many people are here live today. That's fine. Let's move on to the next player. Manuel Akanji. Manuel Akanji has played 100% of the minutes of his season so far. He has played 100% of his season in the starting 11. Manuel Akanji has not missed a step on the pitch for Inter since he signed that contract and smiled to the camera. He has not missed a millisecond. He has not missed a blade of grass. I've been hesitant to talk him up because he could have a real shit-ass game soon. But so far, with what we're working with so far, this guy is a very, 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 very good defender that we have brought in. Now, we knew he was good at City. We knew he was good at Dortmund. We knew he was tough. We knew he was strong. We sort of knew of his you knew of his player profile well before he signed. Even though we didn't sign him in January, it's a similar signing to Benji Pavard in a sense that Skriniar left. We're like, oh fuck, we're screwed at centre back. Jokes. Here comes Benji Pavard. Oh shit, Benji Pavard's going to go out on loan and we still haven't fixed up the centre back situation. We're screwed. Jokes. Here comes Manuel Akanji. Akanji. Now we've loaned him for 1 million. The redemption fee is set at about 13.5 million. One guess what the redemption fee for Marseille is set at for Benji Pavard. One guess. Looks dodgy. Looks dodgy as. He got an assist in that Club World Cup as well, I'm pretty sure. Like, he played a lot of minutes this season already in the club. Well, when he's been there at the club, he obviously didn't play in the he didn't play any minutes in the Premier League this season. He has played 100% of the minutes available to him. Like, I'm not too sure if that's true though. Like, I screenshotted it and I put it here. But are you guys telling me that Manuel Akanji has started every game for us so far? Did he start Sassuolo? Did he start Cagliari? Did he start Cremonese? Maybe transfer market's having a madness. If he has played every minute for Inter so far, I'm going to type it in. Let's cross-reference. Holy shit, there you go. 90 against Juve, 90 against Sassuolo, 90 against Cagliari, 90 against Cremonese. Maybe it was a Champions League game that he didn't play all the minutes in, possibly Slavia, but he has played every minute in Serie A so far. Every minute in Serie A so far. Unfortunately, his first game wasn't too great. But when you're thrust into a Derby d'Italia like that, come on. Come on. When you're thrust into a Derby d'Italia for your first ever game, I think he still performed okay on that day. He comes up against Sassuolo, we win 2-1. We got the 2-0 against Cagliari, the 4-1 against Cremonese. Akanji has done his thing so far. And that's why I've given him a 9. So far, from what we've seen from Manuel Akanji, and yes, of course, we only just started this season. So if any of these players have a really bad game this week against Roma, the rating would probably drop by like maybe 0.2 or 0.3 if we were being really accurate, which we're not. We're just working with what we've got for the start of the season. And because of that, I have to go with Akanji for a 9 out of 10. Let me know in the comments below, people that watch this back, because I know a lot of you will watch this back. We will get good views on this video when you watch this back, and you will tell me that 9 is too high. You will tell me that it should be an 8, or maybe one of you will tell me it should be a 10. Pio, 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 Pio Esposito. Wow, man. Don't hype him up any more than necessary, but also I'm not buying into the whole media narrative that, oh, we're hyping him up too much. Oh, we're already putting him on a pedestal. Mavafangula with that attitude, man. The kid is good. The kid is ready. We are just happy with what we see. We're happy with what we see, man. 17% of the time he has started for Inter in Serie A. 29% of the minutes and 6% of the goal participation ratio. He also featured twice in the Club World Cup, which is where he got his first goal. We are all still riding the high of him grabbing his first goal for the Azzurri against Estonia. He just might get minutes against Izr. Not tomorrow, the next day, or whenever it is. His market value is up to 32 million euros. 32 million euros. All green value. We should not be selling ever. This is the sort of guy that's going to get 60, 70, 80 million in the future. We need him to be the best version of himself in his youngest years. We need him to stay with us in his peak as well. You know, his value was 1.5 million 2 years ago. 1.5 million. Then Spezia had the nerve, or the balls at least, to value him at a decent amount. His highest value actually got to 23.5 million at Spezia. So when we brought him back here, that's, you know, it's considered a signing to the fans. It's a signing on paper. But in practicality, it was not a signing. It was not a signing. Because to call it a signing would be to credit our directors and our managerial staff for getting this over the line. They did not get it over the line. Pio Esposito wanted to come back to Inter. It was an easy decision because Kivu knows how to work with young players. It had nothing to do with Marotta or Auxilio whatsoever. So we can't really call this one a signing, can we? But we can still rate based on what we've seen. We can still rate based on performance. He had some really, really good showings already this season. I think he's going to have even more good showings, 395 minutes already for him. Good to see him get 90 minutes in the Champions League. It was against Ajax Amsterdam in Amsterdam, which is not easy to do. So good for him. He also got 77 minutes against Sassuolo, which was his most capped match in Serie A. He grabbed a goal, the second goal against Cagliari when he came on as a substitute as well. Because of his output, because of the minutes that he's played and how impactful he's been, he gets an 8 out of 10. He gets an 8 out of 10 for me. The only reason he doesn't get an 8.5, similar to Bonny, is I believe that Bonny has had that catalytic game where he has risen to the occasion and we've gone, yeah, that guy, Bonny. That's the lock. That's a lock right there. Pio, we as Inter fans sort of know that he's that lock, but we're just waiting for that one game, that one performance where he gets that man of the match trophy and we go, yo, welcome, bro. You've arrived on the main stage. You have arrived on the big main stage. There are 41 people on Inter Worldwide right now, which is awesome. Like the video, subscribe if you are new, and let me know where you are from. If you are new, short 1.5 minute break, word from sponsor. I'll be right back. Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. It is time for another kit unboxing. I keep getting spoiled. This one is from www.jersey.com. We are looking at very high quality replica products. I've got 3 to promote today and I'm very excited. Once again, www.jersey.com. The link is up there. It will also be in the description. I'm rocking one right now. This beautiful player edition Flamengo kit coming fresh with their badges with the Libertadores badges as well. Now I will say this, as opposed to the other couple of outlets, slightly more accurate and resembling real US and real westernized sizes. This is a 2XL in a player edition and it ain't hugging me. If I was to get this again, I would have gone one size down. Still looks good, feels fantastic, material is ace A quality, but I would say you might not have to go 2 sizes up for these guys as opposed to the others. This is a Flamengo Players Edition 2025-26. I absolutely love it. Let's get to the interesting stuff.
We got two buttes coming off the rank today. Now, when I tell people that I still don't own all Inter kits, it might surprise you. What's going to really surprise you is when I tell you that I actually have never copped this one before. Well, this is beautiful. I've waited for the right time. Check it out. It is time for me to finally rock. Yeah, ready. WW jersey, not only for the fellas, but also for the bellas. And this one is going to do wonders for my wife at home. Have a look at that. Richer number one. She is number one. Whether it is through some South American Viper kits, Inter's best of all time, or something for your wife, mother, daughter, sister, sorella, bella. My name is Anthony, www.jersey.com, Forza Inter Worldwide. Ciao.
All right, let's get back to it. Ciao, Rino, good to see you. We've got 45 people on Inter Worldwide. Let's wrap up this awesome video, and I can't wait to see all the feedback below. Pio gets the 8 out of 10 for me. Some people might disagree, some might not. So just after coming back from our sponsor for the week, let's do a quick little recap so far. Bonny, first of all, very impressed with him so far. We love his energy, we love his output, we love his goal scoring and his assisting so far. 8.5 out of 10 since he has signed for Inter. We move along to Luis Enrique. Yeah, he's not a bomb like Dalbert. He's quicker than Darmian. He takes on the defenses. He's not afraid for a little bit of Brazilian samba. And he should be a bit more of a lock than our other Dumfries replacements or anybody that we thought would be a replacement for Dumfries. However, until we see that product out of him, he will get through to 6. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to you, Reno. The next one was big Manuel Akanji, big bad staunch. If he keeps having games like this, he's going to be in the discussion as the best defender in Serie A. That's not too soon to say that because, you know, he's got a very well-equipped trophy cabinet as well. But at the same time, it's now his abilities are now ours to enjoy rather than ours to cry about. So because of his amazing output so far and staunch defensive performances, 9 out of 10 so far for Akanji. You can always let us know in the comments if you would disagree. Pio Esposito, everybody's favorite youngster, everybody's young superstar, is playing very well. He's playing confidently. Once again, I don't buy into the entire media hype that we are overdoing or outdoing it. I think we're hyping him up just the right amount. Because of his performances so far and the hype around him and the fact that he's just projected to get even better this season, Christian Kivu loves him. The fans love him. We kept the better Esposito, 8 out of 10. We have been through 4 of our signings so far, which means we have 2 more. Mi dispiace, Andrew. Mi dispiace, Doofus. Whatever you guys want to call him. I'm not going to hate the guy. I can't hate into players that haven't directly contributed to adversity. Oh, nah, dude. Big shout out, Doodle, man. Oi, keep doing your thing on Twitter, bro. I look at a lot of your posts, and I read a lot of what you post as well, bro. So keep doing your thing, my guy. The minutes percentage says it all. The starting 11 percentage says it all. Christian Kivu does not have faith in a player that we paid for here. The reason I included something else under his picture, do you guys notice what I included? We overpaid by 5 million his market value. Now, when you do a little bit of further research, you will realize that Lons themselves overpaid on his market value when they purchased him by about 5 million as well. They bought him from Basel. Actually, he was worth 7 million when he played for Basel. 14 million is what he went to Inter for. It's like Inter for. Is what he went to Lons for. But how the fuck's that our fault? How's that our fault? How is it our fault that you overpaid for him? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? But you know what? This is one of those ones where it's just been so bloody early. He has not had anything to do in context to a real game. He actually has had nothing to do. What do I mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean by that as soon as I've got the data up on the screen. It's being a little bit laggy. The data is up on the screen. Did anyone know he won a silver medal at the Olympic Games? I didn't. I did not. I did not. Anyway, he played the full 90 minutes for Lens in their Liga 1 match this season. Hasn't played in the Champions League yet. Hasn't started, obviously, for us yet. 11 minutes against Torino when we were up 4-0. And 15 minutes against Cremonese when we were up 4-0. The only 2 times Christian Kivu has brought brother Diouf on to play for Internazionale Milano has been when we have been up 4-0 with T-minus less than 15 clock minutes remaining. The guy is not favored. And to spend that amount of money on a player like that, well, for the qualities he's got, I'm sorry, he's not going to see the pitch. He's not going to see the pitch, especially if you are about to hook Nico Barella into a number 6. If you're about to hook Nico into a 6, it means Nico is also available rotation-wise in a box-to-box right. It means Hakan remains available rotation-wise in an attacking role. It means Mkhitaryan remains sporadically available in the attacking role. It means Fratesi becomes even more available in the box-to-box attacking role. Every single midfield slot is now more filled by integrating Nico into a 6. It shifts the devotion of time and minutes dedicated to each position and each role. This guy's going to miss out on everything. Now I'm cranky because I can disagree with my rating that I've given him. I disagree. I gave him too high. I'm being too generous because I've liked the football. But it's not his fault. It's not really his fault that the rating is a 5. You know whose fucking fault it is? It's Auxilio's fault and Marotta's fault. For the lack of credit that they get on the Pio and Bonny deals, they can take all the blame for the doofus one. All of it. All of it. This ain't your fault, brother. This actually ain't your fault. You played your 90 minutes for Lens. You went home. You went to your big bowl of snails to eat. And you were like, oui, merci, ciao, ciao, for me. Away to Milano for a big bowl of spaghetti. Not spaghetti. They don't need fucking spaghetti in Milano. They don't need fucking spaghetti in Milano. It's not his fault. I feel for the guy. I actually feel for the guy. He's not worth 20 million. Let's hope that we are being absolutely positively wrong here. You can't judge him that quick. But my God, you can really judge the amount of money that was spent as a reactionary signing there. But then again, we would have been sitting here today without a player like that, and we'd be saying, wow, they couldn't even drop the 15, 20 mil on Diouf. But then again, what Doodle says is correct. I get you can't judge players that quickly, but he simply wasn't the profile we needed. We needed a regista or a playmaker more than this sort of player. What do you want me to say? Like, he's a central midfielder that can bomb forward and progress the ball. That's great. So can Nico Barella. So can Hakan Çalhanoğlu. So can Davide Fratesi. So can Zielinski. So can Mkhitaryan. He's got a little bit of what everybody else has, and it's just not good enough. It's not going to fly. He gets a 5. Have you guys noticed that I left one big name out of this big midfield rant that I've got going on? I've done it purposely. Because my favorite signing, my favorite new player for Inter is waiting here. It's Petar Sucic. Now I want to divert everybody's attention to the minutes played. 49 minutes for a newcomer is good. It's a good amount of minutes. He has started half the games at Inter. This guy is coming from the Croatian league, guys. He's coming from the Croatian league. He's being heavily favored in our lineup. Heavily favored. No, Dinamo Zagreb were right to demand. Yeah, bro, I was just about to say, Doodle. Dinamo Zagreb were very within their right. Because I remember watching this deal happen in the background and thinking, oh yeah, we should nail it because they're not asking for anything stupid like 22 million, like 24.5 million, like what an Italian club like fucking Torino, or sorry for my language today, Torino, Parma, Udinese, Bologna, anyone that you'd go to for an average midfielder or an average player that you know is worth 15 million tops, they'd sit there and go, oh, we demand 30 million for this player. Motherfucker, man. I hate dealing with Italian clubs a lot of the time unless you can fleece them. 5 appearances, 1 yellow card. It was a stupid yellow card as well. He was just really upset in that game. 2 assists, though, which means he's had 12% of goal contributions. 5 games in Serie A. Oh, sorry, 6 games in Serie A. 2 in the Champions League and 4 in the Club World Cup, boasting 480 minutes. Now, this is why, because of the minutes he has played, I want everybody to think about how comfortable this guy has made them feel since signing for the club. That's what I want you to think about. He's not going to be a top goal scorer. He's not going to get all the assists. He's not going to do things like Bonny did against Cremonese that make you go. But he's gonna do those things and have those games that make you just go. I feel safe. I feel beautiful with you around. It's Brozovic version 2 up in this bitch with this guy. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I hope the 64 of you with me right now are here for it as well. And because of this, he is my favorite new player. And I think that his input has been catalytic to performance and catalytic also to results. If we have a little bit of a chat about the matches that he did play for us already this season, as I said, he's represented across both competitions. 90 minutes against Slavia Praha, where he was excellent. 90 minutes against Torino, excellent. An assist in that game as well. 90 minutes against Sassuolo, excellent. Assist in that game as well. Very, very good stuff. Because of his input so far, I'm going to give him a 9, the same as Akanji. I think that Sucic overall, because of the position he plays, the minutes he has contributed to across 3 competitions, he gets a 9. Let me justify it one more time before people in the Bonny and Pio brigade start to come for me and question, how have you given Sucic a higher rater than our 2 exciting attackers? Once again, 49% of the minutes that have been available he has played so far, 450 of them in total. He has started half the games for the club. 0% for Diouf. Of course, he hasn't been available for as many games, but that doesn't get taken into account percentage-wise. It will still be subjected to his availability, right? 5% of his available minutes he has played. Pio Esposito has had 17%, not 50% in the starting 11. Yes, it's harder and there are less positions available. I get that. But I'm still favoring Sucic in this discussion. Same over the minutes. Akanji is a different breed. He has outperformed and outminuted Enrique in all 3 competitions. Minutes, starting, goal contribution. And he has started more games than Bonny. Played double the percentage of minutes of Bonny. Petar Sucic, yo. Petar Sucic. It's really good to sit here and be happy with a lot of the players and the squad. It really is. It really is. I really did not want to be in that position this season where we have so many players underperforming or playing like shit that they all need to be sold, that they all need to go on a chopping block. Milan's squad looks very good, but that is not built for longevity. It could bust at any moment. Mate, don't get me started with Juve and their squad and the way their fans are talking about their players at the moment. They hate their squad. They hate their players. They want to sell absolutely everybody. So after a cagey market, gang, after a market that sort of led us to believe that we had underperformed, underpurchased, underprovided, undersupplied, we're not dead. We are still here. We are still kicking. And we have 2 very big games against Roma and Napoli coming up to prove me wrong and to downgrade everybody's rating on this list. How about that? Thank you very much. That was a really enjoyable show. I only wanted to make it quick. I only wanted to make it short. I will let you guys know now, it is the last day, the last chance to comment on these videos to become a channel member and enter the current competition. I will play our promo for this members giveaway, and then I will come back and sign off for the day.
Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. It's time again to do a members giveaway, rewarding you guys for your loyalty. Thank you so much. There is nothing more raw and authentic than me coming outside and hanging these items on my clothesline and giving them away to you lot. All right, so thank you very much to those who have subscribed, and even more big thanks to those who have become channel members. This is another members giveaway, so how exactly can you win or win any of these items? Simply become a channel member and comment on this video, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. Comment saying who you are, so that when I draw it, you can take your pick of any of these fine items. What is on offer this time around? Well, if you are drawing out the winner, you can take your pick of any of the Inter Worldwide shirts. We have it right here in black and white, in a large. We have it all in a blue with the white. I think that's actually in a, yep, that's in a large as well. Very nice, actually. I really want to keep that one, to be honest. All of them have the second star Scudetto badge on the side as well. This one here, the more traditional one with the traditional Inter Worldwide colors, is a medium. So if you're looking for something a little bit smaller. Alternatively, if you like, we are giving away a home kit for this season as well. This one is in a large, and it was from GA Kits, meaning it's probably going to fit, you know, if you're if you usually get yourself a small or a medium, this could still be a good size for you. Might be a little bit tight otherwise, but that's in a Chinese large. Or if you're looking for a gift to give your mother, your girlfriend, your wife, your daughter, your sister, we've got this beautiful Italia women's kit in a large as well to give away. Would fit a small men's as well, but because it's an actual tailor-made women's kit, you can see the cut in the sleeve is shorter to hug at the armpit, the way our Bellas like to wear theirs. So comment on this video, comment on any live stream where you see this, and make sure you let me know that you have entered the competition so I can draw this around about in a week's time. My name is Anthony. Ciao.
Brilliant. I'll actually draw that like 2 days from now, maybe tomorrow, actually, if I've got time. That's pretty much it from me today. Now, I just need to quickly check what's going on in the world of football before I see you guys off, just so I know when I will see you guys next. Italy versus Israel. Hopefully it's tomorrow. I just want that out of the way. Fucking hell, Wednesday. I've still got to wait, not tomorrow, the next day. All right, no worries. Italy plays Israel on Wednesday, match day 8 of 10. Hopefully 3 points there just to make sure we go through to the playoff stage. We're not going to get through in top spot. Sucks. And then it will be all full steam ahead for Sunday, the 19th of October, 5:45 a.m. Roma versus Inter. That is going to be a big clash. Gasperini also on 12 points, or is he on 15? Gasperini on 15 points, I believe. Let me check that out. Gasperini on 15 points. Inter on 12. Gasperini sharing top spot with Napoli. It's incredible, isn't it? It is incredible, Gasperini. Gasperini with Roma at top of Serie A. Anyway, that's enough for me for today, guys. My name is Anthony. Forza Inter Worldwide. Make sure you're commenting on this video if you did watch it back and letting me know if you agree with my ratings, if you disagree with my ratings. One thing's for sure, it's never too early to have these discussions. It's never too early to have these discussions. It's way too early to make judgments and to make final calls. But we can always have these discussions. All right. See ya. Bye. Bye now. See you later. Bye now. See ya.